Do you feel like the lockdown is completely crushing your momentum and your game with girls? Well, today, we gon' fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. Anyway, man, I hope you're staying safe right now. I know things are crazy. Things aren't too bad over here yet in Mexico City, but yesterday I did just buy a hair clipper from Amazon. I'm preparing to cut my own hair. Either that or Yuki's gonna have to cut my hair for me. Either way, I'm probably gonna be wearing a hat in a lot of videos to come because I don't think it's gonna come out too well. But yeah, man, just because all this shit is happening doesn't mean your communication skills, your game, and your attractiveness have to suffer. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how you can actually improve all those things so you're ready to crush it and get all the girls you want as soon as things are back to normal. Let's get into it.
I've stumbled and failed and got up again, rising with the hunger for another win. Been too strong for too long, I can't give in. That's the discipline of a champion.
So this is an important time to remember that you can't control the things that happen to you and that happen to the world, but you can control how you react to them. Now, most men are probably gonna react to this whole situation by hunkering down, eating a bunch of different snacks, getting fatter, getting lazier, playing a bunch of video games, and they're gonna come out a lot worse because of it when things eventually do get back to normal. Now that's one way you can handle the situation, but the other way is to see it as a challenge, sort of as a calling to get on your grind and get better. See, this is exactly that. It's your chance to extend the gap between you and other guys so that when things do get back to normal, you're gonna be out there crushing it, communicating and flirting like a boss and absolutely killing the game, while these other guys are basically gonna be fat blobs sitting on their couch just living in Jamokeville. So yeah, what you do in these next few months can create exponential growth in terms of your game and your communication skills. For me, I was initially kind of bummed out when I realized all this was gonna happen, but then I started to rethink things. I'm like, all right, I need to get back on the grindstone. I need to look for opportunities. I need to see different ways I can help you guys throughout all of this. And I started to lift myself up, and now I'm ready to get back out there and get at it. And bro, if you're ready to crush this quarantine and take your shit to the next level, then smash that like button. We in this together.
Sunset slow, hey, you should stay for the night. What you think, one more drink while we sit by the
Going out and about and talking to girls and even having girls come over to your place is probably gonna get harder and harder over the next month or two to come. So that's why you need to make the most out of video dates. I mentioned FaceTime in the last video. If you have that, that's great. Otherwise, you can use Skype or even Zoom, which are both free. But yeah, video dates are gonna be so powerful because they basically allow you to have a person-to-person date with that same type of communication without the risk of spreading that Rona to her. And even better, hell, you can go on multiple of these video dates a day, have them go for 20 or 30 minutes, build a flirty connection, get her to invest some in the conversation and sort of treat it like an in-person date, except one that's over video. And bro, all these girls are sitting home bored with nothing to do. You could easily get 10 to 15 online video dates a week just from sending out a few messages on Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. And you can also take advantage of the video aspect of things, which allows you to do things a little bit differently than an in-person date. For example, you can have her give you a little bit of a house tour. You can have her show her your view. You can have her stand back and show you what she's wearing and make things a little bit sexual that way. And you can do all the same with her from your end. So it gives you a few different things to work with that you don't usually have. And the other good thing about it is you can actually record these video chats. You can record the audio, or hell, you can even record the video and then go back, watch it over, and reflect on what you could have done better, what you did well, and right there you get real-time feedback that you otherwise never would have had. Your communication skills are gonna get better, and this is actually gonna make your in-person dates a lot better too when things get back to normal. You're gonna see where you were fucking up and how you can improve. This right here is a big opportunity, and most guys are not gonna take advantage of it. So get out there, get online, try to set up some of these video dates, and let me know how they go. A lot of guys have really shitty text game, so much so that it actually screws up their chances with women and makes them miss out on dates. But now that we're all pretty much quarantined and locked down, this is your chance to really take your text game to the next level. You can experiment with different types of openers, try different types of online texting, different types of Instagram messages, and reflect on how they all go. The big thing, like I said in the last video, is trying to keep it positive versus, focusing on all the stress and the bad shit that's happening because of the coronavirus and everything. To keep it simple though, what I would suggest is to try to allocate 30 minutes to an hour each day to just doing online texting or just texting girls whose numbers you already have, and trying to either set up a hangout, if that's possible wherever you are, and just have her come straight over, or a video date, which we talked about earlier. And as you refine your process for texting and getting those video dates set up, your communication skills are going to continue improving. You're going to keep getting better, again, while all these other guys are just slugging it up on the couch doing nothing.
Oh, I know that all is gonna fall, never learn from it all, like a fastball in motion. I'm hoping, I thought that we had it all, now I'm broken and scarred, and I'm scared of it all, no joking.
If you want to use this quarantine period to actually get better, there's a few pitfalls that you're going to have to avoid, otherwise they're going to throw you off track, and they're actually going to make you worse when this is all said and done. The first is excessive drinking. Now, the occasional beer or glass of wine is going to be fine, but there might be a lot of boredom oncoming. So if you're sitting there drinking 6-packs every day, or you're tanking a whole bottle of wine every single night, it's not going to be good. It's going to make you fatter. It's going to give you some alcoholic tendencies, and it's just not going to put you in the best shape to crush it once this is all over. Try to keep that in moderation. Now, the second pitfall you got to avoid is excessive snacking. Listen, bro, I know a lot of us have a big stock of food and supplies for the quarantine, and it's really easy to sit back and just be like, oh, I'm just going to eat a bunch of cereal today, or I'm just going to eat a bunch of cookies. I have them all laying around the house. I'm bored. Why not? But if you do that, you're quickly going to get out of shape. You're going to feel shitty. Your productivity is going to tank, and it's not going to be good. So instead, keep the snacking to a minimum, maybe a few times a week. You have your quarantine supply there for a reason, to last you the excess of the quarantine, not to just gobble it down in the first 3 days. Have some self-discipline, bro. It's gonna take you a long way. And the third pitfall is too much news. Now, I know it's really easy to throw on CNN or Fox News and see all the outrage and the freakouts and the panic happening around the world, or even look at some things on Twitter, and it's gonna get you freaking out if you do that too much on a daily basis. Obviously, you don't want to keep your head in the sand. You want to be aware of what's going on, and especially what's going on around you with all this. So what I would say is take in 15 to 20 minutes of news each day. So that way you kind of take the 80-20 approach. You're sitting there, you take in what you need to know. That's enough time to really get the facts that you need and act on them, versus spending hours and hours every day just getting sucked into the pit that is all of this panic news.
If you're feeling lost, like you've given all you've got and you just can't pull through, don't look down in despair as if...
All right, now that you know the pitfalls, let's replace those things with some powerful habits that will actually make your game better. And really, there's 3 ones that I want you to focus on throughout this quarantine. The first one is meditation. Wake up every day, meditate for 10 to 15 minutes using Headspace or Calm. This is gonna help you to relax, to stay focused, to be present through all this crazy shit that's happening. It's gonna help you stay level-headed when you read all this crazy shit in the news, and it's gonna prevent you from freaking out and panicking. The next habit to keep you on track is freestyle rapping. Bro, I've talked about this before, but there's almost no better way to develop better wit, to become more clever, and to improve your flirting ability. And now that you're cooped up at your house for like the next 2 to 3 months, you have no excuse. Just go around the house, spit a few freestyles, do some word association, and maybe it'll turn out like this. I'm trying to limit my exposure to the corona, while we get spring breakers who don't even have diplomas out there partying and fucking us over. Like, are they even sober? But most people are dumb as fuck. They lackadaisical, like they just got an uppercut, and they're unable to process basic logic and ideas, bro. That's a definition of jamoke right there. And if you want some inspiration for your freestyles, I recommend checking out King of the Dot Battle Raps. because these are some of the best like freestyles you'll ever hear, and great rhyme schemes, just great wit. It's really gonna help you develop your own wit and make it better yourself. And then when you're out there talking to girls in real life, you're gonna be really quick with it. You're gonna be able to you're never gonna run out of things to say because you're always gonna be able to keep it going. And the third habit is to work out from home daily. Listen, bro, if you come out of this quarantine looking like Jabba the Hutt, then you ain't gonna make the cut. There's plenty of good resources online for finding at-home workouts, and Athlean X just posted one, which I'll link to in the description below. But you should be working out from home at least 5 days a week from here on out. This is gonna help you to get into even better shape than you were in before the quarantine, or if you hadn't really started working out yet, this is gonna be a great way for you to get into it. My goal right now is to go on more of a cut because I know I'm gonna be slightly less mobile because of the whole quarantine thing. So I'm trying to just continue shedding weight, and then once things get back to normal, that's when I'll bulk back up. So yeah, figure out your workout goal, stick to it, and either get back into shape or stay in that good shape you were in. Now, bro, if you want more tips on how to cope with this quarantine, how to continue improving with girls through it, then check out this playlist right here. It's gonna show you exactly how to do that. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right there, homie. Stay safe.